The servants to do the filling, my brother. We are to do the filling. We are to begin to pour into our churches. We are to begin to pour into our communities, to pour into our children and our young people. Because I tell you what, if we don't pour into them, then the streets will. If we don't pour into them, then Hollywood will. If we don't pour into them, then Facebook will. Our churches need to be filled. Our communities need to be filled. The young people, they need to be filled. And God, in all of his infinite wisdom, has invited you into the pastures of your life so that you can do the filling. And as we've seen with the case with Jesus, as he instructed the servants to do the filling, when they drew from the barrels that which had been filled by the servants, the fruit that they tasted was without compare. It was the best of the best of the best. And that is because it had been filled by servants that were instructed by the master. It had been filled by servants that were instructed by the master. You and I, we are being instructed by the master. Understand, my brothers, that this issue of the empty barrels, it happened while Jesus was there. It happened on his watch. And Jesus was not just going to sit around and be distracted by everything else that was going on and allow the situation to continue. Not on his watch. And God is looking for men like you and I, that will take a stand and say, not on my watch. Not on my watch am I going to sit around and allow the barrels in my life to remain empty. Not on my watch. Not on my watch am I going to sit around and allow the barrels at my job to remain empty. Not on my watch. Not on my watch are the schools and my home life. Not on my watch is the church going to continue to remain empty with these barrels that are empty. Not on my watch. Somebody say, not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch am I going to allow the fields and the pastures that God has placed me in to remain empty. No longer will they go unworked. Not on my watch. Not on my watch am I going to continue to be distracted by the complaining and grumbling. Not on my watch. Not on my watch am I going to continue to be defeated and depleted. Not on my watch. Not on my watch is it going to happen. That's what Jesus said. Not on my watch. And what did he do? He told the servants to go and do the filling. And tonight I believe that God is telling us this weekend we are going to find that we are going to be infilled. We're going to be poured into. God is going to turn around and fill each and every one of us. But not so that we can hoard it. Not so that we can just sit around and turn around and say, okay, I was filled. Thank God, that's it, I'm done. No, but so that we can go out when we leave this place, back to church, back to home, back to school, back to our situations, to our fields and our pastures that God has entrusted into you, because you know that God is going to turn around and ask you, what have you done with what I've given you? What have you done with the places that I have sent you? What have you done with the pastures and the fields that I have placed you in? And God is looking and wondering, what is going to be our answer? Are we going to continue to allow those barrels to remain empty? Are we going to continue to allow our fields to go unplowed and unworked? I'm going to take the response that Jesus took. And I'm going to say, not on my watch. I believe that God is going to meet us here this weekend. I believe that God has already started. And I believe he's going to finish what he started.
To see you, open the eyes of my heart, Lord. among us. Let the praises of our King rise above us. Let it rise.
She was like, yo, Pastor Joe probably already been up. I said, I can believe it. She says, nah, he woke everybody else up too. I was like, nah. We had our morning prayer at 7.
We've been here since 9 o'clock last night. We've probably done about 8 hours of service.
Yeah, probably. Huh?
This is my daily bread. Oh, this is my daily bread. Your very word spoken to me. That's the reason I stay. I just sit for you. You know I am.
Of the Lord. It's not just one person, but it's a team effort and us pulling together. Not only that, but I want you to know, a chief among competitors. We are chief. We rise above that. And then, of course, a king. You'll notice that it's God and Christ. And to the Israelites, when you read the Old Testament, I want you to know he's referred to as the King of Kings. That's right. He's referred to the King of Kings. And of course, our Christ is our heavenly King. And we know that the kingsman, what? Is leader. One who leads. For you to lead in your home, for you to lead at the church, for you to lead in your community, then how many of you know that you have to lead by example? Because a lot of people talk a lot of junk. Hello, somebody. They talk real spiritual. But when rubber meets the road, how many of you know to be a leader means that I lead by example? Now, watch this. I want you to write this down or remember this. Because to be a great leader, you must understand, number one, you have to understand that you must be a great follower first. You cannot lead unless you're willing to follow.
I'll give you my heart. I'll give you my soul. I'll give you my heart. I'll give you my soul. I give you my heart, I give you my soul. Give you my heart, 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 you my home, give you my soul.